Hello everyone, I'm Dionysius and we're here together with Mr. Wilson. So today's topic, one thing I wanted to ask about is, I hear from many people in the close protection industry, security industry, and one of their main reasons to complain is companies making promises and never, actually doing those
Like
promises.
what?
Come with us, work with us, put up with this, put up with that, and you will get this certification, that certification, you will get that money, and those money never come, or this certification never comes.
The trouble is with the close protection business. Well, the close protection business, not so much. It happens. But generally with the security business, companies need people to work. And if somebody's desperate, if a company's desperate for people, and a lot of security companies are very high turnovers of people, they'll say anything just to get people to work for a couple of months.
Okay.
So this is where a lot of companies are not so truthful about what they're offering because they want people to work for them. Yes, we'll promise you training. Yes, you'll get this. Yes, you'll get that. Yes, work with us for a few months and you will give you a pay rise. It never happens. Courses that never happen.
Okay.
But again, this is where the security business is generally a shady business. So you have to take everything with a pinch of salt. Again, I've got stories, and I think I've told you a few things where it's like people have said things, promised me things, or I told you a story the other day, the kebab story.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Basic thing, I always take things with a pinch of salt when people used to promise me jobs, etc. And this story, good company in London, I worked for them on and off, freelancing, whatever, too many years, 6 years before I left London. And I remember they said to me, they had a job in a shit part of London. Mm-hmm. Some housing association had just taken over some block of flats in a bad part of London, housing project,
Mm-hmm.
And wanted me to go along. It's like they needed security. So I turned up there, expecting to be looking after the housing association people, etc. The money was okay, nothing special. I remember it was a rainy day in a tent outside of a housing project, a council flat block in a bad part of London. There was me, they sent along one uniformed security guard. I told you this. There was a clown, and a kebab stand. And a gyro stand.
And you were guarding?
I was there, I found out, to keep an eye on the kebab stand because they'd had issues in the past because people were coming from other council flats, other projects, and getting the free kebabs, when the free kebabs were only meant for the people from this one housing project. And I remember I was there all day in this place, and it was just like, you mean, oh sorry, I'm gonna swear, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? But
Eating kebab. Oh, sorry, guarding kebab.
Guarding the kebab stand. But again, it's like, took the money, thank you very much, but I learned from it. It was a day I'll never forget, but it's one of those days. Have I done that stuff to people? Yes. And I remember one of my main clients in US, I had a security for an upper end retail place on South Beach, right? Fashion house. And a lot of the events there were gay. They was geared towards the gay community.
Okay. Blue Oyster.
And I remember they had one big event going on and I needed people. So I remember I called in how many guys, everybody wants to work, whatever. But one guy turned up, good guy, ex-US Marine, and he's from Texas or something. So he turned up dressed in his cowboy vest.
Okay.
Very smart, but he had the necklace, the belt buckle, the boots, and everything else.
He fit in the place, didn't he?
Oh, they loved him, but he didn't. He didn't really appreciate being there. And I remember after the event, he said to me, he said, "There's one word that you could have said that would have meant me not being here tonight." I knew what he was going to say. I was laughing. I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Gay." Right? But again, I'm not going to tell the full story because I needed people. It was an event on South Beach. He got well paid, so no worries. I just left out one little word.
Okay.
But again, I needed people. But this is back down to, in the security business, if you need people, and I've heard people make promises that are just out there and beyond because they need people, or they think they've got this golden job that's going to last forever, everybody's going to make millions, and they'll be able to give people training, and everything collapses.
And the job collapses or it never appears because there's somebody who are making promises because they think they will get.
They think they'll get this, or the money doesn't turn up, or that doesn't turn up, etc. So this is where you have to take everything with a big pinch of salt in the security business.
Okay.
If you get paid, thank you very much.
Okay, so as long as you get paid, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's what was all about today. Thank you for your time. I would really like to see your comments about the kebab story or the cowboy in the Blue Oyster type of club.
Don't go dreaming. I know you want me to offer you that type of job, but I got nothing coming up these days. Okay.
So no job is coming up?
Nothing. No Blue Oyster jobs.
Ah, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time, and we hope we see you in another video. Bye.